Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the I Don't Get It podcast.
That was Lauren Iconetti. My name's Naz Perez.
And my name's Ashley Iconetti.
Fantastic, everyone. Now that we're all introduced to each other, shall we talk about I Don't Get It?
Yeah. Wait, but before I tell you guys my I Don't Get It for the week, guess what? I deleted the Instagram app Friday night because remember, Lauren, I was telling you how I want to spend less time on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had a lot to get done this
You
weekend.
actually deleted the app?
Like the app off my phone on Friday night. I haven't been on it. It is a Sunday.
I haven't realized you've been gone.
And it feels, I'm going through a digital detox, guys, and it feels incredible. I have so much less anxiety. Because after I get out of the shower, I sit on my bed in my wet towel like a naked mole rat, just staring at my phone for 3 hours, wasting time. And I have gotten so much shit done. It has been the most blissful experience, and I'm going to re-download it tomorrow. But I think I want to try and do this more often, obviously.
Oh, that's smart.
Is it sad that I didn't realize your presence?
No, I think that's great. I think that's great.
That's great. Good for you.
Yeah.
I should really do that too. But what gives me more anxiety than having Instagram is seeing what I miss when I go on. Like, say I go on vacation and I can't access Instagram. I get terrible anxiety when I have to look at it.
Yeah, but
again.
if you did this often, you wouldn't. Because I'm
Right.
like, it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter, man.
So good. It doesn't even matter, man. Anyways, my I don't get it, and I apologize if I've said this before, is what do you do with your arms when you're sleeping? I don't know where
I put mine under the pillow.
Lauren, where do you put yours? Sometimes I have like my right hand under the pillow, my left one's just like hanging down the side of my body. And then other times I don't know what the fuck to do with them, and I feel like they get in the way, and I wish I could cut them off.
Well, it's like when you sleep on it and then it gets so paralyzed. It's not just asleep. It's like so dead asleep that you have to legit take your other hand to pull up your other arm and then massage it
that
out.
very rarely happens to me.
This happens to me all the time. I think I fall asleep on them, and then I wake up in the middle of the night like, oh, this hurts. Like, I'm killing my arm, and I wish they would just go away at night. I feel so terrible saying that because I know some people probably don't have any. Obviously, I don't really mean that, but like they really get in my way when I'm sleeping.
I feel like the J-Lo technique when you sleep is the best. I think you just put your arms to your side, you look straight up.
Yeah, but you don't do that.
I don't do that, obviously. I put my whatever side I'm sleeping on, the arm under the pillow straight up.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. I
like
think
that.
I put like one right here by like my chin area and then one underneath my head under the pillow.
Okay.
Yeah, but am I alone in this? Don't they bother you guys?
No, I mean, I go through trends where that happens to me more often, and then I'll go a couple months without having any sort of like arm paralysis. and then it goes away. But then sometimes it'll happen multiple times in a week. It's really weird.
Yeah. I'm going through a phase
But that's a huge I don't get out of mine, how anybody sleeps on their back. Jared sleeps on his back, and I'm so jealous because that's the way you're supposed to sleep for beauty reasons.
In my older age, I find myself falling asleep on my back.
Yeah, I fall asleep on my back a lot of times too, and I'll put two pillows on the side.
Oh.
That's exactly how
Yeah,
J-Lo
that
sleeps.
is.
That's the
Actually,
best way.
Yeah, so
Good job.
no wrinkles. But it's really hard to attain because then sometimes I just want to turn to the side and spoon.
Ugh, I'm never going to be able to get used to that
I don't
back
know.
thing. It's only if I feel like I'm going to throw up. I do that?
If you and Jared both fell asleep laying like straight up facing the ceiling, like as if you're in a coffin and someone walked in, that would be like the creepiest.
Ew.
That would be so creepy.
That'd be a very pointy sight.
That would be so creepy. Am I really pointy?
You're pointy.
Yeah.
Especially with your nose up in the air. It's like a very sharp nose.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
thank
you
you.
were a cartoon, your noise would be your nose
would be very
It's just
pointy.
so funny because
Very
I never
pointy.
see myself from the side.
Right.
So I don't really know.
You're a pointy specimen.
I had the greatest I don't get it this week. And then I got another one. And I was like, oh, good. I got two of them. And I was like, you better write them down. And then when I went to go write them down, I forgot the second one. And I was like, well, damn it. Now I don't even want to write anything down.
So you don't remember either of them?
And now I've gotten to the point where I don't remember either of them.
Jesus Christ.
But didn't you write one of them down?
No. I said, oh, that one's so obvious you don't even have to write it down.
Yeah, those are always the ones you
Ah!
forget. It's annoying. Maybe it'll come to you. Anyways, so we're doing something really exciting today, guys, because our roommate horror stories episode was so successful and we got such great feedback from it. We are going to make the horror stories a series. And so, Lauren, tell them what today's horror stories series episode is?
Well, we were brainstorming last night, so we didn't have much time to prepare. But Naz came up with an idea of like, I got cheated on and my boyfriend slept with my mom, sort of like Jerry Springer sort of type shit. And I was like, how about we just do cheating horror stories? So we got it all in together. We have stories from our listeners and they're horrific.
Oh, yeah. So it's not like what we did a couple weeks ago where it was why people cheat.
It's not like the science of cheating.
No, we're not going to try to get deep here and like sympathetic.
We want the tea, the dirt, the juice. That's what we want. We want dramatic stories.
Yeah. Or we don't want them.
We don't want them to happen to us, please God.
But this will be great because I also feel like reversely, anyone listening, there's always someone out there that has it worse. So if you are listening to these stories, maybe it'll make you feel better.
Make you feel better because a lot of people have shit relationships. Okay, so we have a caller with a very good story, and I'm not going to preface it this time. I'm not going to say what it's about. Just enjoy the ride.
All right, here we go.
Well, Lauren, if you set these up, I have high expectations because the roommate horror stories is one of my favorite of all time.
God, I hope they're good. Okay,
Yeah.
1 second. Let's get her on the line.
All right, guys, we have Katie on the line. And Katie, we just love you so much and your support. Like, you come to our meetups, and we're so excited to finally have you on the podcast because we know you're a huge fan. But Lauren's told Ashley and I that you have a crazy cheating horror story, so we'd love to hear it.
I do. It's pretty horrible. Okay, so I started talking to this guy, and I had known him from high school. We went to high school together. And his brother had just been in like a horrific dirt bike accident, and he had been in a coma. And so anyways, after a few months, we ended up making it official. And one day he was acting super weird, and he was like, I need to get something off my chest, something horrible I did to my brother. And I was like, okay. Like, I thought it was related to the accident. And I was like, what is it? Just tell me. And he told me that while his brother, this is his older brother, by the way, was in a coma. It was about a month total. He was in a coma. That he slept with his brother's longtime girlfriend multiple times in the hospital. In the hospital room, his brother was in.
In the hospital room?
Yeah.
Why?
While his brother was there in a coma in the same room?
While his brother, so it was like at night, you know that little like cot couch they give you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would stay there with his brother's girlfriend when they'd like switch off with his parents. And so like in between nurse rounds during the night, he would sleep with his brother's girlfriend.
Obviously, the horrific part of this is that he's sleeping with the girlfriend. But why are we so focused on the fact he's in the same room? Because
that's so terrible.
Disrespectful.
The whole thing is disrespectful.
Shit.
The real disrespectful part is the sleeping with her.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I missed. This is your boyfriend or this is your friend?
This is her ex-boyfriend.
This is your ex-boyfriend. So at the time,
Yeah.
can we focus on the fact that he was cheating on you as well?
Well, okay, so that's the part I didn't really care about because when that occurred, because it was so much worse what happened to his brother. And when it occurred, we had just started talking. So it wasn't like official. So I was way more concerned with the fact that I was like, what if your brother woke up out of his coma to that?
Okay, wait. What happened with the girlfriend boyfriend? Did they stay together after the coma?
No. So anyways, after he told me that, I was just like, okay, first of all, I can't date you because I can't even look at you the same. Second of all, like, you have to tell your brother, but you probably, because he had just, at this point, he had just woken up out of like a month-long coma. He was like still mentally and physically disabled. And I said, you should probably wait a few months before you tell him because this guy's just trying to get back to normal life. So anyways, I ended things with him. And a few months later, he told me that he told his brother, and pretty much all hell broke loose, and he and his brother just absolutely hated him. And he broke up with the girlfriend. She moved away because everyone found out about this.
Oh my
and
she had to go start a new life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely worthy of starting a new life.
Right.
We love Quip. You guys love Quip. That's why we're still talking about Quip. Quip is one of the coolest toothbrushes you're ever going to try because it's an electric toothbrush that was created by dentists and designers. It is even one of the first electric toothbrushes accepted by the American Dental Association and has thousands of verified 5-star reviews.
The reason why I love Quip is because I have very sensitive gums, and the Quip toothbrushes have a sensitive sonic vibration, which means it's gentle enough on your sensitive gums. People brush too hard, and some electric toothbrushes are just too abrasive, but Quip is so much better because it's not. And it comes with a multi-use cover, which mounts to your mirror and unmounts to slide over your bristles for on-the-go brushing. So it doesn't declutter your sink or cabinet, and it makes traveling with an electric toothbrush so much easier.
Oh, can we also talk about the 2-minute timer? It pulses every 30 seconds to remind you when to switch sides. It's a helping guide for a full, even clean. I gotta say, when I don't have the boop, 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 that I often brush my bottom teeth way more than my top.
Really?
I always start at the bottom.
I only do like the
forever.
4 teeth that show. Anyway.
But not anymore thanks to Quip.
Yeah. So that's why we love Quip and why they're backed by over 20,000 dental professionals. Quip starts at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/getit right now, you get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. That's your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/getit.
So I heard that him and his brother like finally made amends a couple years later. And the funny thing is that a few years ago, he contacted me again. This is after years of not speaking. He contacted me again and asked me if he could take me on a date, and said that he had like found Jesus and he was a born again virgin and he wasn't even going to kiss anyone until marriage.
And he's not having sex with anyone while his brother's in a coma right in front of him.
And so I was like, no, I'm sorry. But then today, after thinking about it, I just checked his Instagram, and he has a brand new baby mama. So it looks like he
is
didn't
fucking
keep
sucking. Yeah.
Lauren, what is this new expression you've been using?
Sorry, it's Crystalia.
Oh.
Fucking and sucking?
Yeah. Wow. It's just amazing because there's so many steps you have to go through to actually like get your penis inside someone else. And especially in a hospital with your brother in a coma. Like, how many times you have to be like, this, we shouldn't do this, this is weird, and he just went through with it many times.
First of all, this guy, your ex or whatever, is literal scum of the earth. Like, what nightmares are made of. However, this woman that was the brother's girlfriend is almost even more in the wrong. And that's disgusting. Because she was
I just don't know how you get from point A to point B. Like, how do you get from my brother's in a coma and this is his girlfriend to we're having sex next to him while he's in a coma?
Or my boyfriend's in a coma, let me fuck his brother while he's right there.
This is like Desperate Housewives shit. You know, it's like their husband's in a coma and they look to someone else for relief. And
I want that show to come back. That was one of the greatest shows ever made. Katie, that was such a great horror story. Oh my god,
it's such a horror story, but thank God that he's long gone, so if he hears this, it doesn't matter.
Good riddance. Wow. Enjoy your baby mama.
Right. Well, thanks for calling in, Katie. We love you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Lauren, can you imagine if I was in a coma and you started sleeping with Jared in the room?
That's all you were thinking about the whole time.
Wait, I didn't even
when you
think
make
of
it
that.
personal, then you're like, holy crap.
I know.
That relationship, both of them.
You're laying in a bed and Jared and I are literally having sex at your feet. That's disgusting. That's what happened.
I know.
That's what just happened there.
Guys, I'm in shock. How do people have that? Like, there's people out there that have that type of moral compass where they're like, yeah, whatever. This urge and temptation is stronger than like my love for my brother or my boyfriend.
You're telling me that those hormones or whatever the hell you want to call it are that strong? Like it overpowered your head?
I have no idea.
So insane.
For both of them to have those hormones to overpower their head.
Exactly. Lauren, me sleeping with Jack while you were in a coma.
That's disgusting.
Would never happen.
I know. That one's a little more far-fetched for some reason.
Gross, but I can't even imagine that never happening.
I would be more inclined to believe a murder went down in the room over a makeout.
Yeah, you're right.
That's insane. Right. Wait, but at least the brother, I'm happy the brother came out of the coma.
Yeah,
like
thank goodness.
Fine.
Ooh,
God, that
month
is
long.
So heartbreaking.
All right, on to the next one.
The next one.
That was a horror story.
All right, guys, we have Kelsey on the line with a very good cheating horror story.
Kelsey, we're very excited to have you on the podcast.
I'm so excited to be talking with you guys.
Yay!
All right, so let us in.
Yeah, tell us from like the beginning, like about the whole story.
Okay, so it's a really long story, but I did want to clarify, like, I did not get cheated on.
Okay.
But this story just kind of shows that when someone moves on super quickly after a breakup, it kind of feels the same, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay. Because you think that they probably were cheating on you because it's that close.
No, he broke up with me and then immediately hooked up with someone.
Okay.
Oh, no. This is good. Now I'm remembering the story. Continue. Yes.
Wait, I'm confused though. Okay. No, I guess we'll just sit back and listen.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So I was with this guy, really great guy, for just under a year. And I had bought him tickets to a cruise for the both of us for his birthday. And so, the cruise was a few months out and our relationship had been pretty rocky for a little while, especially in like the week or two leading up to the cruise. But, I really pulled it together, tried to keep our relationship going and, just keep going and go on this cruise and kind of hoping it would kind of turn things around. Mm-hmm. Well, anyways, we get to the cruise. And he had been really irritable and kind of cranky and like snapping at me a lot. Every little unanticipated thing that happened, he would get mad at me about. Mm-hmm. So I kind of talked to him once we got on the cruise, like, hey, can you not like curse at me and snap at me anymore? And
That'd
so
be nice.
he was like, yeah, okay, I'll stop doing that. Well, when we get to the first night, we're like going to bed. And he like snaps at me again. And like, it was really hateful the way that he said it. And so I was like, can you not say that to me ever again? And he just looked at me and said, I think we need to break up.
Jesus.
And I go,
on the first day of the cruise.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's definitely going to hook up with somebody else
Okay,
while
just shut
on this
up,
cruise.
Ashley.
Okay.
So I just looked at him and I was like, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
And so
I would have been like, the top deck's right there. Feel free to jump off. That's so fucking annoying. So currently, one of my favorite brands in the entire world is actually, ironically, called Brandless. So when it comes to choosing a product that's better than the rest, just one label matters, and it's called Brandless. So basically, Brandless is this website that I've been using to buy literally anything that I need in my life, guys. So when it comes to body wash, chips,
Knives, notebooks,
kitchen appliances,
oatmeal.
This company is just so, I feel like they're just a trailblazer because they're offering things that all of us need at such an affordable price.
So
that it is
low.
my
Can we talk about the
latest
Oreos
obsession.
for a second?
Yeah, their Oreos are bomb. Literally, Lauren and I killed a box with Emmy here one
We
time.
did. We each had a sleeve.
And the
entire
nacho
box.
cheese chips.
It's all really, really delicious food, and they're all organic, fair trade, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan food items. And I'm going to make cornbread this evening from Brandless.
Can I have some?
Yes.
Yay.
They also have premium diapers, organic baby foods, and protein-first pet treats.
And my favorite stuff, cruelty-free beauty and personal care items. And they come without 400 plus questionable ingredients that you're going to get with other brands.
My favorite part is, because we all know I'm lazy, Brandless offers better for you items at a better price that's shipped directly to you. So they've cut out the unnecessary middleman costs of traditional retail. You get higher quality products at a very, very affordable price, all without having to leave your house.
And every time you check out at Brandless, they donate a meal to someone facing hunger.
Oh, that's my
That's so
favorite
nice.
part.
So go to Brandless. I mean,
Go to Brandless
that's
and
so
just buy.
nice.
It's easy. They provide millions of meals a year this way through their partnership with Feeding America. So right now, our listeners can start saving on high quality products at Brandless. Go to brandless.com/get it to see my favorites.
And don't wait a second any longer because you're going to help out people who are hungry by going to brandless.com/get it. See our faves and start enjoying high quality products that you deserve today.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. But, I think it had been a long time coming. But we had like a pretty civil talk. And he kind of goes off and goes in to the casino and gambles for a few hours. And then he comes back and I just told him, like, I don't want this to ruin our cruise. Like, there's no reason.
Sorry. Wait, I have a question. I just feel like the cruise is ruined. But
I know, but this is terrible.
Sorry.
Did you get a separate cabin after this happened?
No, we pushed our beds apart, but that was all that we did.
Is that even possible, Ashley? I feel like cruises get booked out.
Yeah. It's possible, but also a lot of the full beds will be actually twins that are pushed together.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. That was the situation. But I didn't really know if I could get a new cabin, but I just really figured we could get along and it would be fine.
Okay.
So he starts acting like a total jerk the whole time. He's like throwing temper tantrums left and right, but I'm like trying really hard to remain civil. And so we end up going on this really fun excursion. It was a great experience. I thought that we were like really bonding on like a friendship level. Well, we come back to the ship and he gets super dressed up and he's going to the club that night, the club on the ship. And so I absolutely knew that he was going to hook up with somebody, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I was just like, don't worry about it. Like, you don't want him. He can do whatever he wants, whatever. So I go to watch a movie on the Lido deck, and this dude walks right by me, hand in hand with another girl.
Shut the fuck up.
And he is like, has the biggest grin on his face and is looking me dead in the eye, doesn't say a word, just walks past with this girl, and he walks up to the adults only deck. And before we had broke up, we were kind of exploring the ship, and he saw these like little lounge pods that are covered.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And he said, I'm going to have sex in here.
When you guys were still together. Oh, God.
Yeah, this is when we were still together. But, of course, we did not do that. But he walks straight past me with this girl and walks up to one of those pods and hooks up with her, right? Like 20 feet away from me.
You think that they actually had sex in there?
I think they did, but I don't know for sure, but I do know that they hooked up.
Wow.
That much he did admit to.
What a sociopath.
So I was like shaking. I was so just hurt and upset. So I go back to the room, and like 4 hours later, he comes back to the room, and I just like go off on him. And I said, if you want to hook up with somebody else, that's fine, but you're not staying in this room if you do that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he did not agree with that at all. He still maintains that he did nothing wrong. He wanted a romantic cruise, and so he was going to get one.
You paid for the cruise, right?
Yeah, I paid for a majority of it, yes.
Oh, hell to the no.
Oh, my God.
What in the fuck?
He goes, I want a romantic cruise, so I'm going to hook up with somebody I met today.
I don't know. I can't even imagine this guy. I don't even, it's so crazy. I don't even have a face to put on this story,
Kelsey, I gotta say, in the beginning, I was like, this isn't a cheating story. Thank you, next. But however, now that you have explained it, it does feel like you did get cheated on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the day after you're seeing him with someone else.
Yeah. It just felt so inconsiderate. So that's just kind of, and it just made the breakup really easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
I had no feelings for this dude at that point, and I just wanted to get away from him as soon as possible. We ended up getting stuck at sea for several days, and I just could not get off that ship and get away from him.
Oh my God, this is what ship were you on? Nightmare of the Seas? Jesus Christ.
Literally.
So apparently when you go out of Galveston, a lot of times there's issues with fog right there. So you can get stuck at sea at a certain time of the year pretty frequently.
As in, they didn't stop at the islands. You just ended up drifting around the ocean.
Yeah, we were 20 miles outside of the coast of Texas. Yeah. Just waiting for the fog to clear for 2 days, I think.
Nightmare,
so what were you going through mentally? Were you just did he never came back to the room with the girl, right?
No, he did not. And honestly, he still was trying to sleep with me, and he was not trying to see that girl ever again. I don't know. It's so confusing. And I honestly just wanted somebody to talk to about it. And so the minute we got close to the shore of Texas, I could call my family and my friends and actually talk about it. And he was super upset by that,
what does he expect you to do? I feel like you're dating Dirty John. Did you see that show?
That's a sociopath.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so happy you're not in that situation anymore currently, correct?
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. He was a good guy up until that point, but yeah, I definitely saw his true colors, and it made it pretty easy.
You think you know a person.
Well, that's too bad. Glad you were able to get over him quickly, though. Thank you so much for calling in. That was a really entertaining story.
And can I just thank y'all? Like, I found this podcast right after this situation happened, and I just really think that y'all helped me get through a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Kelsey,
Thank you.
That means the world to us. You have no idea. Like, your support means the world to us.
That is like the nicest compliment we've ever gotten.
I love you, Kelsey.
Thank you.
We love you so much.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. I love you.
Oh my goodness.
We got your back. Call us anytime.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. You have my number.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Love
Feel
you.
free to text Lauren.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You guys, oh my God, my heart
Wait,
is just...
what a cutie.
My heart is just so filled right now that she was like willing to share that and be transparent. And guys, that's so sad. People are so
I know people are gonna be like, yeah, there's tons of cheating stories on there, but that resonated with me first of all because it was cruises, and you're stuck watching your essential boyfriend hook up with someone right in front of you. So that was shitty.
It reminds me of I know we were talking about this in our group chat that we have, guys, but an upcoming podcast, a dream of mine is to do I Think I Dated a Sociopath podcast, because I feel like a lot of people that come to Heartbroken Anonymous and a lot of men and women that I've just met in my life are like, I think they were a sociopath, but they can't really be diagnosed. I know, Lauren, you could speak more to this, but I think it'd be interesting to have people come on, share their stories, and have an expert kind of try and diagnose and help them make sense of the situation they're in or situation they were in, because it's really crazy what people would do. Like,
right, that's like her
insane.
Kelsey's guy was definitely
Because
definitely.
it's somebody who lacks empathy.
yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it doesn't have any.
that's true, but I think there's moments where sociopaths do show empathy, like for a little, but then it's kind of bipolar in a sense where they flip, and a psychopath is someone that would actually act on it, right?
I
like
think
maybe kill you or...
I think
we can
sociopaths act on it too.
We can
Do
get
they?
into it. Yeah, they both act on it, but we can get into it on our sociopath podcast.
Crazy.
So for my wedding, I want to do something ridiculous. It's really because my dad keeps telling me that I need to do this because he can see on Access Hollywood, or Access, whatever you want to call it. He can see the gap in my lower teeth. So there is like this little gap. And I will say that when I went to the dentist in December, she said that she saw the gap bigger than she saw 6 months earlier.
Interesting.
So I got back from winter break and I used Smile Direct. I did the molds myself. I took the pictures myself. I put this thing in my mouth so I could take all the funky pictures in front of my teeth, like at the back of my teeth, like all the molars. So they had all the different angles and they had all the different molds. I took 4 myself. And now I got an email like a week ago that the molds are now being processed at Smile Direct Center.
Well, before you go on and tell a longer tale of your teeth, let's tell them what Smile Direct is. Smile Direct Club, you can straighten your teeth with invisible liners that are sent directly to you. You don't need to go to the dentist. Okay,
you save a lot of money doing the invisible liners this way than you would by going to the dentist.
It's
like
only
thousands.
$80. You can have a smile you'll love for a lifetime for only $80 a month.
No braces, no monthly office visits, no paying a fortune. So order a free impression kit today with rebate or schedule a free 3D scan at one of their Smile shops. Plus, Smile Direct Club has an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get $150 off your invisible aligners at SmileDirectClub.com/podcast and use the offer code GETIT150. So if you're listening, again, this offer is for you guys. Get $150 off. That's so much money.
So much.
At SmileDirectClub.com/podcast, offer code GETIT150. SmileDirectClub.com/podcast, offer code GETIT150. Oh, I love Kelsey.
Love Kelsey.
That was so sweet. I feel like weird moving on now.
I know, but we do have someone waiting for us.
All
and
right.
this one is also amazing.
Kelsey.
All right.
Well, in a bad way.
You're like, this one is amazingly tragic. Okay,
Aw.
let's give her a call. All right, everyone, we have our next caller on the line who is going to remain anonymous. So, Anonymous, would you like to tell us your story?
Yes. So, let me give you a little back history on my ex-best friend. We were in school together, and we were best friends since we were, 14. Mm-hmm. And then after school. Her husband was in the military. She married her high school boyfriend. I moved with them, and me and her lived together on and off for years. So
You moved with them?
Yes. After, she moved in with me when he went to basic training.
Okay.
And then after, when they got stationed in Georgia, I ended up moving down there with her.
Okay, because you guys were that close.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then, I met my, now ex, the children's father, and I moved away. He was in the military. He got out of the military, and we moved back to his hometown in Pennsylvania. So fast forward, several years to when I was, pregnant. My son's now 2.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up getting a divorce, and she came and lived with me. So she was living in my house with me. I was supporting her. I was supporting my ex because he was in college.
But you guys were still married.
Yeah. Well, we weren't married. We were just engaged.
Oh, okay.
And so one day there was a big event at one of the clubs in town, and she wanted to go. I was pregnant. But I went with her for a little while. It was some day thing. I don't remember exactly what it was. And then I had to go to work. So I left her there, and I left her with my debit card, and I told her that she could spend, a little bit of money. There was a charge for $160 on my card. Yeah. So, I get home that night. She was already in bed. He was drunk.
Who's he?
My ex.
Okay. Who was your fiance at the time?
Yes, was my fiance at the time. He was drunk. And he was just acting really, really weird. But, I was pregnant. I was exhausted. I'm a chef, so I had been on my feet for hours, and I went to bed. Fast forward 2 weeks. It was a Sunday, and he came to the restaurant that I worked at because we did brunch, and we closed at 3. So he came down there, and we walked home together because my apartment was kind of downtown. And he was acting really weird, and we started having a conversation, and I was like, there's something up with you. You've been acting very strange the past couple of weeks, what's going on? So we talked the whole way home. He was like, I don't know. I'm just, not happy. I'm just this and that, not in our relationship, but just with life. And he was stressed with school and stuff like that.
Okay. Right.
And I'm like, okay. So we get home. I go in. I check on because I already had a daughter. She was, I think, 2 or 3 at the time. I go in and check on her. My ex-best friend was, at the house. Me and my ex-fiance, we were downstairs and we were talking. And it got to the point where I was just like, okay, there's something wrong. I said, there's something wrong. I said, just tell me what's wrong. And he goes, I'm not going to be the one to tell you.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I said, what do you mean? I said, you're not going to be the one to tell me what? I said, please, I am begging you, just tell me whatever it is. And he was like, no. And then she walked down the stairs at that point, and I could see her trying to mouth something to him.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, no.
And she goes, I'm going to go for a run.
Oh, Lord.
And so I said, okay. And she left. And I was just I was begging him. I'm like, there's something wrong. I said, obviously there's something for you to tell me. And so I started guessing. I said, did you get kicked out of college? Did you fail your classes? Something. He was like, no. And I said, did you cheat on me? And he didn't say anything. And I was like, you cheated on me? And he just had that look. And I'm like, with who? And he goes, who do you think?
Who do you think?
Yeah. And I was like, what do you mean, who do I think? And in my mind at that time, I thought he was talking about his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Because he was married before me and him got together. And we had, just moved home. And his ex-wife lived in the town over from us. So my mind went straight to the ex-wife. Just because that's the only person I could think of. Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, why do you think it was her? And I'm like, because who else would it be? I was like, was it just some random person at school?
It never crossed your mind that it could be the woman you were living with?
Yeah, because me and her were that close.
Ew,
like we
I feel like
said we were
throwing
sisters.
up just listening to this.
I feel nauseous right now. Continue.
Yeah, it was so bad. And then it clicked, and I said her name, and he just looked at me, and I fell to the floor, and I just started bawling because I just never ever would have expected that from her or him. And so I immediately, I grabbed my phone and I called her and I was like, get your fucking ass back here right now. And she was like, I can explain. I said, I don't want an explanation. I said, pack your shit and get the fuck out of my house. I gave her 2 suitcases and I told her where the bus station was. I said, get the fuck out of my house. And I told him, I said, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get the baby, at the time, my daughter. I'm going to take her out for ice cream. And both of you better be out of my house by the time I get back. Because it was my house. I was paying for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so he left. She left. And then he called me and asked if we could talk. And so, I went to the park and my daughter was playing and I talked to him and I asked him, I said, just tell me what happened. And he said that he got home and she was drunk and she had taken a shower or something. And she went, I guess he was in our room and she came in and she kept telling him how much she's wanted him and how hot she thought he was and this and that and the other. And, saying that I could never find out, promise that you'll never tell her. And yeah, they did it in my bed while I was pregnant at work, supporting both of them.
While you're pregnant with his child.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I can't even wrap my head around it.
Okay, wait. So did they ever do it again? Do you know?
I asked both of them, and they said it was that one time. But who knows?
Bye.
Wait, is there more to the story? Because I'd rather let you finish and then ask you all my questions, or is that...
I mean, pretty much that was it. I did because, I had a child with him. I was pregnant. I tried to forgive him for, months. I couldn't even let him touch me. It just grossed me out. I was so, absolutely emotional. But, now me and him are broken up because of, that and other stuff in the relationship. But yeah, so yeah.
Okay, guys, let's be honest. We all know that dogs are literally a member of the family. No one knows or believes in this theory or notion more than Ashley and Lauren Iconetti. Because
do you guys hear them talking in the background?
They're so excited because we're talking about Ollie. Your dog's health is as important as every other member of your family, and it starts with what you feed them. But do you know what is actually in your dog's food?
My dad watched this documentary a couple of years ago about the stuff that they put into dog food when you just get it kind of at the grocery store, a lot of the leading brands. And it is disgusting. It's basically roadkill.
Yeah,
it's like roadkill.
Yeah.
Ew, that's
what byproduct means.
But Ollie makes fresh meals for dogs with real ingredients that people can eat, We can eat this. If we're starving and we have no food, we can eat Ollie.
That's good to know because dog food always smells so damn good
Yeah.
when I'm hungry.
Oh, what?
Yes, some dog
Well,
food.
this
I'm
Ollie
like,
smells good, but like the canned
Loudness.
shit,
Yeah, this doesn't smell bad. It tastes like smells like a chicken salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ollie also delivers the food right to your door on a regular schedule. They beat out store-bought dog food at a 10-to-1 on the palatability scale. That means your dog wants to eat it. Go to myollie.com and answer a few questions about your dog, and they'll customize recipes to your dog and ship pre-portioned meals so your pup gets the perfect portion every time.
No preservatives, all natural ingredients, and it's sourced from U.S. family farms. And if you can tell, the guys behind us, the pups, have a lot of opinions on how much they like it. They got the energy.
So, guys, if you want your dogs to be as happy as Gergie and Lois are, Ollie is offering our listeners 60% off your first box plus a free bag of treats at myollie.com/try/get it. This is the best deal they have available anywhere. Trust us. Go to myollie.com/try/get it for 60% off plus a free bag of treats. It's spelled MYOLLIE.com/try/get it. Okay, so what I would like to know is when she came back from her quote unquote run, what was there an exchange between you guys, and what was that
was just
like
getting
when
shit,
she
right?
walked back in the house?
Pretty much, she was like, I can explain.
What could she
Let me just talk.
explain?
I don't know. She's like, let me just talk to you. Come outside and just let me talk to you. I said, no. I said, I have nothing to say to you. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I said, I just get out of my house. I said, here's 2 suitcases. Take them. Get out of my house.
Have you talked to her since?
Exactly.
She has tried to reach out to me and, just say how sorry she is. And, I was like her sister and this and that. And, she loves me so much, but I can't.
You were friends for 14 years, right?
Yeah.
So crazy.
I know that
Like-
you said that you guys had other issues besides the cheating, but do you think you guys would have made it to the altar if...
No.
No? Regardless?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay. So have you, like, how has this incident affected you in your life, positively and negatively?
Positively, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. Well, he's not in your life anymore.
yeah.
Maybe that was
Yeah.
the catalyst.
Yeah. I think that just kind of like woke me up to like all of the other issues, I guess, in our relationship. And I mean, negatively, it's very, very hard for me to like trust people.
That was my question. Yeah.
I haven't dated since. I haven't had like a boyfriend or dated or anything. I've gone on like a few dates, but nothing,
And how long ago was this?
This was when I was pregnant with my son, and he just turned 2.
Okay.
So you think if you started dating someone seriously, you would always be thinking in the back of your mind, he's going to cheat on me, or looking for signs that he's cheating on you?
I mean, I really don't want to have that
Yeah.
in my head because I am like a hopeless romantic. I
So
do
are
like
we.
want to, yeah, I do, I love and I want that. But I think it's really like scarred me.
Definitely. I understand.
I think
So-
the reason why I asked you my original question was because I've never been cheated on, and I love that we're doing this podcast because I feel like it's an introspect on like how people feel afterwards and how getting cheated on can be paralyzing for future relationships, which is really terrible. But I also think it is important to have hope, like you said you have that, But essentially, you got betrayed by 2 people, which were probably like the closest people to you in your life. That can 100% be debilitating and so
I feel
heartbreaking.
I feel like it was like even worse, like just because it was like I was losing 2 people, not just, one.
Yeah, because you would normally be turning to your friend of 14 years to talk about your fiance cheating, but there you go.
Exactly.
Wow.
And I just, like, I felt so alone, and I had, like, nobody. Because, I mean, I talked to my family some, but you know how family can be.
That's literally why I started Heartbroken Anonymous. I wish you could have come to a meeting while you were going through this.
I know. I know. If you all come to Boston, let me know.
We will. Any other thoughts and feelings on the situation? Or maybe advice to people out there that have been cheated on, or maybe you're going through it right now and they're listening right now?
My advice is if you're going through this, or if you've been cheated on, I don't want to sound, I don't know what the word for it is, but like, honestly, if they're going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you, and don't put yourself through trying to forgive them and all of that, because I tried, and it was always in the back of my head, and it always it was always there, you know, and I think it just made it that much worse because you're trying to move on and you're trying to forgive them, but it's like you can never get back to how it was before. You can never get that back.
I also think that it's, I guess to me, this sounds cliche, but whenever a guy or a girl, whatever, cheats on you, it has nothing to do with you. It's always them.
That's important to remember. Yeah.
Do you think that, though? Do you think that it's not... Do you think it's a sign that the relationship is not meant to be and that it will always crumble? Or do you think that possibly it could just be in a moment temptation?
Well, we've had a podcast on this exact topic way back in the day when we first started the topic. Remember, like the 80-20 rule and stuff? And
vaguely.
Yes,
I think, you know, Dr. Mike came on and he was talking about how some people are just natural sensation seekers.
Yes.
And I don't think it's good to like put an absolute or one rule on one thing.
Right.
I think there's a lot of different scenarios. Like there's people that are married for years and maybe one of them made a mistake and they regret it for the rest of their life. I think there is coming back, but it just depends.
I think what I meant by that is if you're cheated on, it's not because like you didn't put out enough or you're not sexy enough. That's what I meant. It's not your fault. It's like always they're just idiots.
It's an issue within themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think like in my case, it wasn't a matter of, you know, I didn't, you know, put out enough for this or that. I honestly think it was just more or less that he just wanted something else and he wanted to get some and he didn't really care.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
so
thank you so much for coming on and being open and vulnerable with us. It means a lot to us. And thanks for sharing your story.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for talking to me. I love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow, guys, that was... I mean,
I just can't even imagine.
I can't imagine one of my best friends. That is a double heartbreak. It's a double whammy. I don't even know if my heart could handle it. You know?
I feel like your entire world crashing down.
And I feel like you would just question
it's the
so
imagery
much
too.
in life.
Like you're imagining every time you close your eyes, you're probably seeing what happened in that bedroom, in her bedroom.
In her bed while she was pregnant.
Yeah. We don't have any stories about anybody walking in on their lover.
Let's check
the boards.
Boards.
Well, we do actually. From Amy, I'm just going to read what she wrote. She said, "I was engaged to a guy
Amy couldn't call in.
Amy couldn't call in. She was busy. I think she's working." She said, "I was engaged to a guy for almost 5 months and we had been together for over 2 years. I walked in on him and my best friend at my house.
What is up with the best friends?
We didn't live together. He had his own place and so did she. They were doing it in my bed. I am no longer in contact with either of them and they are married now."
Jesus. No, they're married now?
I just can't, I need more details.
They're married now.
Guys. Well, you know what? This is the worst thing, but at least it was for a reason and it didn't break a relationship for no reason.
Like
I
they
guess.
really
Maybe they're really meant to be.
They're really meant to be.
Oh, goodness.
Walking in, you know what's insane is I feel like, I don't know if you guys feel this way, just in my experience of talking to people in life, I feel like a lot of people get cheated on during the engagement period.
Well, that's horrifying.
Well, oh my God, Ashley, I didn't even mean to say it like that. Fuck, I'm the worst person.
But according to these stories, it sounds like it too.
But do you know what I mean? I feel like there's something about being engaged that people that aren't confident, unlike you and Jared, in their relationship, did not mean to scare you. It's more, do you know what I mean? I feel like people that they're maybe trying to just look for something.
They're trying to sabotage it because they're not ready to get married.
They're not ready. Yeah, that could definitely be a reason.
It's a cold feet thing for sure.
Definitely. Well,
God.
A theory with the best friend things, it's like maybe you and your best friend are very similar, so he sees a little bit of you and your friend. I don't know.
Maybe when you're around each other, you bring out the best in each other, and then therefore he's attracted to that personality.
Oh my God, I don't want to get into it because this is just giving me nightmares. You guys, I'm kind of nervous, but oddly enough, there were a lot of you guys that submitted stories of getting cheated on, and that person cheated on you with your best friend. For example, Danny wrote in and she said, "Oh man, my boyfriend of a year cheated on me with my best friend my senior year in high school using MSN Messenger to sext. LOL, this was 2006. And I thought my world was ending, crying so hysterically. My parents had to come pick me up from his house, and we hadn't even had sex. But after reading some of these comments, wow, I got off good," which is a good thing. Vanessa wrote in, "Here's my story. Basically, when my first semester of university came around, I found out my boyfriend had cheated on me with a girl who was my best friend when we were younger. I was young, naive, and in love, so I forgave him and we continued our relationship. Found out about 2 years after that he had cheated again with my best friend who had dated his brother. What the fuck? Reasons are crazy. She was engaged to another guy when I found out. She asked me to be her maid of honor. When I confronted her, she played victim. There's a lot more to this story, including fake pregnancies, her reasons, and more."
See, she was engaged and she was trying to get out of it.
Insane.
That's so weird. Also, just like, what kind of people are these best friends?
I know, it really scares me, but I know that I have a good picker. Like,
did you
all my friends in life are incredible.
Did these people have like friends who had secret crushes on their boyfriends the entire time?
Maybe they're like those best friends you make when you're in your party years and you kind of just go out and drink with them and you call them your best friend, but really they end up sleeping with the guy you like, aka her name is Jackie, and that happened to me.
I was gonna say, Lauren, don't you have one of these?
Lauren, way to bury the
Wait,
lead.
she never
did
did anything with your big.
Not with my big, no.
But didn't she threaten it?
Yeah.
Or did he threaten it?
That's all very misconstrued, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you're in your drug and party years, things get very convoluted, and, shit happens, and it's bad.
Who did she sleep with?
DJ.
That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
you didn't really like him.
But I did like him at one point because he was, like, treating me nice, and I was like, oh, I've never had a guy take me out to fucking dinner before.
Wait, how did you handle, like, what went down between you and Jackie?
So Jackie and I, shout out Jackie, we know about this. We were sleeping in our dorm room, and there's 2 twin beds, and she starts crying one night. I'm like, why are you crying? And she was like, I have to tell you something.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck did you do? But in my mind, I imagined the worst, that she slept with my big. But she was like, I slept with DJ. And I was like, okay, that really, really sucks. And that's really gross. But at least it wasn't my big.
And you guys weren't friends anymore after?
No, we were friends. I forgave her.
Lauren, you're hilarious.
One time I was friends with this girl who ended up trying to date Jared.
Wait, what?
I was trying to make a funny joke.
Oh, Caitlin?
Caitlin?
No, I know who you're talking about. Wait, is it who I know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not cheating.
No, I know. I'm just
You're
kidding.
just being Ashley I for a minute.
No. DJ wasn't cheating either because Lauren wasn't boyfriend. It wasn't boyfriend, girlfriend was cheating.
Interesting. Lord, Ashley, you're hilarious.
I'm
okay,
sorry. No,
another
I wasn't. Sorry, guys.
random weird. I'm just going to read another one. Charlie says, I started sleeping with a guy and found out he had a pregnant girlfriend via a Facebook message from his mom. Oh. And I continue to sleep with him for 2 more months. Trust me, this is a crazy story.
Sounds like Lauren.
That's idiot.
All right. No, wait, hold on.
But what I did notice reading through all these stories was that a lot of people got caught cheating by Facebook messages.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
that seems to be the number one way to get caught. Because apparently, like, if you're on your computer, you stay logged in, oopsie, the person sees. Or they're very... And when you get a Facebook message, it pops up on your phone like a normal message.
Oh, yeah. It's very sneaky.
Yeah, that is...
Like,
and it's funny because millennials, I feel like we don't use Facebook as much as like, I mean, unless you're a part of the I Don't Get It Facebook group, because we all know that's lit as fuck.
Yeah.
We don't really go on Facebook for other reasons. And so I think you're right. That's maybe if you think someone's cheating on
Go
you,
on the
check
Facebook.
what's
their,
the other app?
check their Facebook page.
The what's that app for international use?
WhatsApp.
Yeah. I have a friend that was talking to somebody on her WhatsApp to be sneaky.
Really?
Yeah.
That is in a relationship?
No, everything's over now.
But she was at the time?
She wasn't in a relationship.
So why was she trying to be sneaky?
Yeah.
The other guy.
What?
The other guy was.
The other guy
The
was being sneaky.
Oh, the guy was being sneaky because he was contacting her
yeah.
on WhatsApp instead
Yeah.
of his phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good tips, everyone. Look out for WhatsApp.
Well, a lot of people also just change people's names in their phone.
yeah. When I was when I was the other woman, I was Louie in his phone,
That is...
which is so terrible.
His cat's name.
This just gets
It's like, I just got a message from my cat.
My cat is telling me that it's hungry.
Oh, my
All right, Ashley, do you have any more stories on
My
the
cat
board
wants
that
to go
are
to Chipotle.
interesting? This is
Yes.
so weird.
You guys, this is actually unbelievable. Talk about Desperate Housewives. This says is the shortest story. This didn't happen to me, but a girl that I was friends with. She walked in on her boyfriend having sex with her mom.
That's exactly how this
how it
podcast came to
started.
be. 'Cause
Oh, really?
Yes, because remember, I thought it'd be interesting to have just a podcast on people that call in who have found their significant other
Have sex with their mom or
cheating with
dad.
their mom or dad.
You guys, it gets more disturbing.
Oh my God.
Just for reference, my friend was a junior in high school, and the guy was the one who took her virginity.
Wait,
Wait, so it's like
he took the girl's
He took the
virginity.
girl's
And then
virginity
also had
and
sex
then
with the
also
mom.
had sex with their mom.
he must have been sexy as hell.
I
man.
want to know. I know that is Desperate Housewives. I think of Jesse Metcalf being the hot gardener. Wait, guys, how old was the mom? I want to know.
Even if the mom, let's just
Like 40?
pretend that the mom, like she was 16, the mom had her when she was 16. So that would make the mom in her early 30s. But like that's not average, you know. Most moms,
So she's
like
probably
my mom
44?
was like 44.
Yeah.
Mom was like 46 when I was a junior in high school.
There can be some really hot, like
Well,
50-year-old
obviously,
moms.
yeah.
Oh,
whatever,
yeah, look at J-Lo
Yeah.
and freaking
Yeah.
everyone these days in their late 40s, 50s.
So, yeah, that's just I want that girl to come on, but we don't have her contact.
Okay, so maybe we do another podcast that's just
If we could
my
round up
boyfriend
that.
or girlfriend cheated on me with my mom or dad.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
I
would be a
feel
really
like
good
there's-
specific one.
I would
Like
love to
some
have
sexy single dads, hooking up with his daughter's friends.
I would love to have a mom call in that did that.
Yeah.
And just like really listen to her point of view.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
Lauren, I can
would
picture you
love
being
that.
like a hot mom that hooks up with like
maybe like her son's friend.
Don't you feel like Lauren would be capable?
Laura would hook up with her son's friend, not her daughter's boyfriend.
Right, not my daughter's boyfriend, but maybe my son's
Oh,
friend.
it's okay if it's
Then it's okay, okay? As long as he's 18,
Lauren, would you?
I would. I'm just skimming these right now.
Lauren nodded.
Yeah, I know. Well, we all have to worry about Lauren. If Lauren did become a teacher,
No,
she'd have
shut
weights.
up.
Don't
Ashley.
ruin her teaching career. Actually, Lauren is one of those friends where it's like, if I have a guy, you are so that friend that like, if I have a guy, I'm like, you can't fucking meet Lauren until like you're really in with me.
Oh, that was like me with Lauren too. Well, actually, all of our friends were like that with Lauren.
yeah.
I was just a very flirty person, but I wouldn't flirt with anyone's boyfriend.
We need to do a whole other podcast on friends that are flirty because I fucking
friends.
hate flirty friends.
Didn't we do that?
I feel like we did that back in the day. Who
yeah.
knows? We're getting old.
I
We're
know.
probably
We are.
repeating podcasts
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this. So
We've
it's
probably
okay.
already done this.
You guys probably don't remember them either.
Back in 2016.
Wait, okay, so this one, just based on skimming, I haven't read the whole paragraph, sounds like it could be good, so I'm going to read it out loud to you guys for the first time.
Okay.
My freshman year of college, I've been dating a guy for over a year. We went to a party, and I didn't want to go with him, but I had to pick him up really early at a gas station, like, the next day, and he guilt-tripped me for not waking up even earlier, but it was already 7 a.m. on a Saturday. fast forward to a couple months, and I was in Bible study with his ex. It says bubble study. I'm pretty sure it's Bible study with his ex. And she confessed that they were making out that night. And she didn't know that we were together. She showed me screenshots. And when I confronted him and dumped him, he said, I wasn't really cheating. I was just making out naked. Needless to say, I kicked his ass to the curb, and the rest of it was Bible study history.
What? How do
I actually just totally made that last sentence up?
What did the last sentence actually say?
And the rest of Bible study was pretty uncomfortable.
you go in the rest of Bible study?
I'm going to make a few notes to this.
Ashley's like auto editing in her head.
Oh, that was really funny.
Just making out naked, whatever.
I would love, oh my God, so many podcast ideas have spawned from this one. It would also be interesting to hear from people like craziest excuses on why you're getting broken up with. We could call it like the Post-it note podcast because it's kind of like when Carrie got broken up with through Post-it.
Wait, that is a great
Yeah,
podcast.
like I have
Write
to go
that
to the
one
psych
down.
ward.
Lauren, we write it down.
Yes, writing it. The post. What do you want to call it?
Post-it note podcast. Crazy reasons why I got broken up with. So if you guys have any, email us at info@heartbrokenanonymous.com.
Oh, Ashley.
And and what is it, Ashley?
E and S, but with the asterisk.
And written out.
Okay, E and S
Media
creations at gmail.com.
Jinx.
Actually, last episode when it was just Naz and I asked her a question and I said, would you rather never have an orgasm again or never have pizza again?
But change Ashley's to tacos because Ashley
whatever
doesn't
your
care
favorite
about
food
pizza.
is.
I like pizza.
What about pasta
I like
with-
pizza when it's Domino's thin crust.
Okay, would you rather never have Domino's thin crust again or never have an orgasm?
Well, we all know I'm always going to choose the food.
Okay. Okay, I know that, and I knew that. But the thing is, Naz, who does enjoy orgasms pretty well,
That was hard.
she had a hard time, which meant like it was a really good would you rather.
Oh, that's good. But
Yeah.
you wouldn't have an issue with it either, would you, Lauren? You'd always choose the food.
I really had a hard time too. It was perfect. I just really couldn't decide, but I think I chose pizza in the end.
Yeah. Pizza over everything.
Man, you guys make me feel horrible.
Okay. Well, but there you go. Any more good ones over there, Ash?
Yeah. All right, here's a last story. This is from, well,
Don't read her name if she doesn't want to be on there.
her name is Katy Perry.
Okay, it's from Katy Perry.
Wait, really?
Well, her name's Catherine Perry.
Wait, guys, we got to talk about Katie and Orlando Bloom together after this story.
Okay.
All right,
So
keep
this
going.
is from Catherine Perry. And she said, I walked in on my ex cheating on me last September, went to his grandparents' house where he was cat sitting on a break from work, and I see his car. Okay, weird. I guess he got out early. I walked up to the front door to see a woman's shoes and purse on the ground. Okay, what the fuck is going on? I asked myself. Door's locked. I start knocking. 3 minutes later, he comes to the door. Stuff is on the stuff was on the floor is now moved, and he's telling me that I'm a psycho and I'm just seeing whatever I want to see. A couple minutes later, found the girl in the shower.
Like she
Wow.
was hiding in the shower, like behind the
was
curtain,
hiding?
like
Yeah.
in movies.
No, she was just found the girl in the bathroom shower.
So she was probably like, "You're a fucking liar," and went running through the house, opening closet
Good for her.
doors and bathrooms.
Crazy.
That's like
That's
very Scott
insane.
Disick and Kim when
yeah, that's
that girl
right.
was hiding in the bathroom and Kim
Yes.
was like,
Right.
"You slut."
Yeah,
yeah.
Lord Disick.
You're a home wrecker.
Yeah.
Okay, before we
That's scary.
end, I do want to know your guys' because Lauren, last podcast when it was just you and I, we actually were talking about Katy
were.
Perry, and just like how
were?
Yeah. Not with Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, but just Katy Perry in general.
Oh, really?
just Katy Perry in general, and now that she's engaged,
I mean, I didn't even know they were still together.
they've been on and off low key
literally like
for
5 years.
so long.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't have like many thoughts on it that they're not going to die together and be buried in the same grave or anything.
I'm just concerned that they're not, and it's just like I don't. Even though like she's not my favorite, sometimes I
You
don't
want her to be
go
ha-
through
yeah,
that.
she
again.
can't-
Right,
have
especially after Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. She's not my favorite either, but obviously I want the best for her.
Yeah.
that was rough. Her
Yeah.
Russell Brand
Yeah.
breakup.
Yeah,
we all
because
saw that.
was
have you
sad.
seen the documentary on that?
No, but his book, I actually want to read his book because, he came out with one.
Yeah.
About like how he's changed his
couple.
life and yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
The movie's really sad because like you see her like through the steps.
Oh.
It's
She
happening.
like she feels like he's pulling away, and then she gets really sad, and then it's happening. And she can't go on stage. It's like very real.
Just that one scene where she goes from literally crying,
Really
on
crying
the floor
and then
to
smiling.
then having to go
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
as the elevator takes her up on
Oh
stage.
God, show business.
That's being an artist these days.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine what Ariana Grande's gone through in the past year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, you know, I just feel like Katy Perry really has gotten me through some hard times. And I want her to not have to go through hard times.
Yeah.
So,
it's a
whatever.
nice.
Yeah. So I hope it works out. Did you know that ring, the flower ring, is $5 million?
Yeah, I saw it.
What?
I'm not a huge fan of it, but I think it's very her. It's
good for her.
Yeah.
$5 million.
Yeah, I
how
read
much?
that.
How much is Kim's?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Okay.
She only wears the band now.
I know.
All right, guys. Well, that was our Cheating Horror Stories podcast. Please join our I Don't Get It Facebook group. Let us know other horror series podcasts you would like to hear from us. Subscribe, comment, like, tell a friend, follow us on Instagram, and we love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.